I'm Jennifer Nieto, and I've been coming here for 6 years in July. I grew up here in Genesee County, in the Flint area. I have a brother and a sister, and well, my mom and dad. My mom's no longer here, but I still have my dad. We went to church, or I went to Catholic school. We went to church every Sunday, but it was kind of like social. My cousins, and there's a lot of kids our age. We did youth group. Yeah, my mom made sure we did all of our sacraments and then, all that kind of stuff. But as we got older, I kind of just stopped going. Like I would go during a hard time in my life, and then I would stop going, and I would go, and then I would stop going. So it had been a while since I had been to church before I came to Holy Redeemer. Yes, I was married. I have 4 kids, and I met their dad when I was in high school, and we got married when I was 25, and we didn't have a bad marriage. It was just, we weren't happy. Neither of us were happy, and so I was a mess, and I was broken, and I was lost, and I was not happy, and my life was kind of falling apart. I was going through a separation, and I was at rock bottom of my life when a friend of mine said, "Hey, do you want to go to church with me?" And I was like, what can it hurt? I remember the preacher was preaching, and she was just like going on and on and on, and my friend got me to go, and at the time, I didn't want to be here anymore. I remember just the devil had me, and I didn't want to be here. I just wished that I would just go to sleep and not wake up. And when I was in the middle of her preaching, listening, she just stopped and looked at me and said, Jesus is telling me to tell you something, and he's telling me to tell you that he didn't let you die because you're here for a reason. He's got something he wants you to do. Then after church, she said, "Come with me and I'm going to pray with you." And then when she prayed with me, that's when she did say, Jesus is taking people out of your life that you no longer need, and he's going to replace them with people that are going to bring you closer to him. I'll never forget that feeling, how it was just all these things just came off my chest and were lifted and loved, I'd never been loved. And I was just taken back, and I remember leaving and telling my mom, and she was just so excited for me because my mom still had a lot of faith. She still prayed a lot, and she's still trying to get me to go to church and all the these things. And I had came home to her because she was not well, and I was trying to help take care of her, and it just we ended up here. It was amazing because I felt that feeling. I felt that it's like a tingling you get inside that the Holy Spirit is all around, and it's here. I loved it, everything. I loved Father Steve, and I loved the music and just everything. The people were so nice, and everybody smiled, and it was really nice. I came to church one day, and Monica was at the door, and she handed me a flyer for a retreat for a chirp. And she just grabbed me, and she's like, "You're coming. You're gonna go there. You're coming." So when I went to chirp, she introduced me to everybody. She was so loving. Everybody was so loving. And when I left that weekend, it changes your life. Everybody says that, but it changes your life. It changes your outlook, and it changes so much. And I had lost so many people in my life that had stepped away because of life decisions and things. And I met all these beautiful women that called me their sister, and they were there, and they didn't judge me, and they didn't give me that look, and God sent them to me. Jesus sent them to me to save me. People started to notice differences in me. They were like, you smile more and you seem more happy. And I would just say, it's Jesus. My faith now is it's so hard to explain. It's such a good feeling that you want everybody to have, and you want everybody to know. And when they look at you like you're crazy when I said, "Yo, yeah, well, I was talking to Jesus today on my way home," and they're like, "What?" You know, my kids, the same thing. Like, if I taught them one thing, that's the one thing I wanted to teach them, was that Jesus is there. And I think that's a lot of what helped them when my mom passed suddenly, was the fact that they knew that she was there. She was with Jesus. She was no longer hurting. She used to tell me she was so excited, you know, like for me, and so happy that I had that. And it makes me so emotional because she was so worried about me for so long. And I remember her telling me, you know, she prayed rosaries repeatedly for me, and then one day she just came up to me and she gave me a whole bunch of like different rosaries to pray for, and she gave me the rosary that I got for my first communion. And I was like so touched that she kept it all them years. Even when you feel like you're lost and broken, that Jesus will pick you up and will put you together. And it may not be the way that you were before or the way that you think you should be, but you're exactly what He wants you to be.